The overview of Ladridge RC's garage starts now. Welcome YouTube, this is Ladridge RC here, and today we're going to be doing a overview of my collection of all my toys and stuff. So there's a couple of RCs that I'll be keeping and a couple of RCs that I'm selling. Well, basically more RCs that I'm keeping than selling. So let's get started with the collection. First off, we're going to start from my room. So for the airplanes, I haven't taken the Timber or the Erratics out in a while, but I have taken the P-51s out sometime last week, and they did great. I flew both of these without the landing gear on them, and they flew really good. But I plan to do maybe a future video of this big P-51 soon. The boats. We got the Sonic Wake 24. I recently did some maintenance on it. And then the M41, which I plan to do maybe an action video of that soon. And we got this Traxxas Disruptor here that is in the works right now. I did a leak test on this boat, and it seems to be leaking like a sieve through that little cavity there. But that's because I replaced a new hull on it. And as I was tightening these screws into the hole, it started making cracks, like a bunch of cracks. So I epoxied this. It was a pretty crappy job that I did, but it didn't do its job to keep the inside of the boat like watertight. So I gotta take everything back apart again and see what's what in the future. Traxxas drift car. I have not taken this car out in like a super long time, but I still got these DS racing tires on there that the tires that Hobbytown, my local hobby store, told me to put on and to run at the track, because they now have a rule where you have to run these specific class tires to run on a polished concrete surface. So I'm kind of on the brink of selling this one, but well, we'll see what happens, because I only drive it like every other month, basically, because they have the drift event like on the first week of every month, or first weekend of every month. Here's all the mini crawlers over here, and up top the SCX30s. So I'm definitely keeping all of these, because they're very fun when you have like say this kind of weather outside, which there's a thunderstorm coming. It might look bright outside, but there is a thunderstorm coming. So whenever I get a thunderstorm outside and and the thunderstorm extends like for a prolonged period of time, that's when these cars back here that's when these cars can be put to good use inside, because they're small enough to drive inside and keep you busy during a storm and not get bored. And look at this, most beloved RC car that I have in my collection so far. The Arrma Kraton's been doing me pretty well, like really well. And I got a video of a collaboration between this and the Mini Kraton, but I'll show you the Mini Kraton of what I've been doing to it. But that video should be coming out soon with the reveal of that Arrma Mini Kraton, the miniature version. Alright, Class 2 rig. Now I have done some modifications to it since the last video. One being is that it's got the brass knuckles on the bottom to keep the weight down low. I 3D printed a new chassis brace to go in the back, and I don't know if you could see it, but there's a new motor system in there. It's the Fury Tech Unity, and it's a 2300 kV with 4S power. And in here is the tugboat that's in here. Still running very well. I haven't had a chance to run it around yet, but still safe in this closet. Alright, so we're now going to go to the garage where most of the changes will happen in here. The Max and the X-Maxx, they're still running really well. The bodies are pretty beat up. The tires have shown no wear, but yeah, the bodies are pretty beat up. But they're still running pretty good. I have to get a bumper replacement for the X-Maxx. But other than that, they're both running pretty well. Arrma Typhon, yeah, I did break something on the front. I lost the hinge pin retainer, and that made the drive shaft popped out on the very last jump that I sent the Typhon off, so I gotta get a replacement for that and fix that up. And we got a 5-year review coming soon for this buggy, I would like to do an ownership review. Okay, Arrma Infraction. There is a crack in the front splitter, but I did that. I was unintentional because there was an unexpected speed bump in the last parking lot that I drove, but so far it's been running really good. So the next video is going to be showcasing this guy right here. My most favorite trail truck so far, the TRX4 Ford Bronco. I decided to get it because my dream car in real life is the Ford Bronco. So, I mean, since I'm a Bronco fan at this point, I just decided to get this and decorate it with these new decals that I put on here. And I decided to put the worn winch in here. As you can see, I put in the Pro Scale light kit. There's the wire right there and all the wiring to the headlights and tail lights. And there's the power supply right there. And I also added these rock lights here to make it even more brighter at night. And here's those mountain decals on the side. The two Axial Basecamps, they're both doing really well. And I did a clipless body mounting mod to this Basecamp. I actually bought those clips. And the Basecamp seems to be doing well. I added some tape, double-sided tape to the guy. That way it can stay on there. And the Slash is running really good after 11 years of abuse. Arrma Big Rock. I put in the stock Arrma shocks because the Power Hobby shocks that I got for it to stiffen up the ride height or boost up the ride height. The driving characteristic, it just made it roll over and it was too top heavy, so I just went to the stock shocks and boy, it made a difference in stability. Now my other favorite, the Arrma Quake. Where is it at? There it is. So the Arrma Quake has been taking some abuse, but I plan to do a carnage video with that truck. But I might keep the old body on there because I want to do the carnage test that I want to do is to take this old body here that I haven't used and zip tie it to the Quake body and just see how long, which body lasts the longest. It's going to be great. That'll be coming soon. And then in here, got the mini Kraton right in here. Fits perfectly in there. So I use this red and black body to keep it looking nice, and this body I use for bashing. But underneath, I have the Losi Micro B. I have a great adventure video coming up with this thing, so be sure to look forward to that soon on Ladridge RC YouTube. Okay, so you've seen what I'm going to keep for sure. Now let's get to the part what I'm going to sell. Up there in that Infraction box, so in here is a scratch and dent Traxxas / VX3. Now the reason why I'm selling this one is because I thought it was going to be a great driving experience because this was a new model because it has the new electronics in here. But as it turns out, since it's two-wheel drive, it's got like 0 air control when it's jumping. And I know it's not a jumper, but I didn't think it was going to be that bad of a jumper. But I got like new rear tires for it and I drove it yesterday. And I kind of like, it kind of diffed out when I was drifting on like a concrete tarmac and it blew out a tire. So I'm planning to sell this one. You'll get rid of this one, but it comes with the remote, but you have to supply battery. And Traxxas recommends they use their own batteries to run this to get the best performance out of this truck. So, all right, other things I'm going to sell. Look at all these tires in here. I don't know what I'm going to be doing with these. I use these for the Big Rock up there, but I use the Trail Basher tires, those Upgrade RC saw blades. And then these I had on the Kraton 6S before, but they're belted tires. They're really made to have great traction on all surfaces, but they were just like too like unbalanced to the point where they would like vibrate the car so violently at speed that it would like loosen the screws that are tied to all the metal fixtures or parts on the Kraton itself. I got a little mini Kraton back here that I want to sell, and I got a Traxxas Mini Max back here that I want to sell as well. Now, the empty space right there, I'm saving that for a big release to be showcased on the channel. So keep an eye out for that too. But hope you liked my collection. If you have any like questions or if you want to throw a comment down below, let me know about it. I love reading through your feedback. And if you like watching these RC content, hit the like button, subscribe, and smash the bell so you don't miss any so you don't miss out on any new videos. I think that's going to do it for the Ladridge RC collection overview. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. See you later.